Hello, boys and girls. Today is NTI day number 24. And in your packets today, we're actually starting something new. We've talked a little bit about it in the past. We have talked about sequence of events before, and that is the order that things happen. And we use those transition words like first, next, then, last. And whenever we're talking about sequence of events, sometimes when you're reading, you're going to be reading about something that has happened in the past, like a historical event. And a historical event is, just like I said, something that has already happened. I've read you some stories about some real people, like Martin Luther King Jr. and Hedy Lamarr and Keith Haring. All of those people are real life people. And if we were talking about what happened in those stories in order, we would tell what happened first, what happened next, what happened then, and then what happened finally, or what happened last. So we would put the order of their events or their life in order that they happened. So when you're reading today, you're actually going to be reading about how our flag for the United States was made. And George Washington and Betsy Ross are going to be involved in that. And when you're reading that, I want you to be thinking about this chart, because jotting down the events as they happen can help you keep track of the order that they happen. So first, General Washington went to sea, and then you fill in the blank. Who did he go to see? General Washington asked Betsy Ross to blank. What did he ask her to do? Then last, Betsy Ross, blah, blah, blah. What did she do? All right. After you do that, it says, tell how the United States got its first flag. Use first, next, and last when you are writing. So what you wrote up here, boys and girls, in the chart can help you answer this question down here. And then you have a compare and contrast review again, because we've been working on that, about nails and screws. So that's what you're doing in your packets today. You can also, to learn a little bit more about sequence of events, go to Brainpop and watch the short little, or Brainpop Jr., I'm sorry, the short little video about sequence from Annie and Moby. After you're finished with that, after you're finished watching it, there's all kinds of things you can do down here. And I'll put, if they ask you for a password, the password is going to be, it's plegarrard is the username, and Panthers1 is the password. So I'll write that in the description, and I'll send it through Remind so that you all can log into that. But you all can play Four Corners with the easy quiz. Or you can answer it on your computer. You can also do the hard quiz if you want to challenge yourself after you watch the video. There's also, you can draw about it. There are games. So if you click on games, Adobe Flash Player, allow. Well, there are games that you can play where you put the events in order. So if we were playing this game, put the events in the right order. Moby eats the cake.
Moby eats the cake.
And it'll read it to you if you hold your mouse over it. So
he gathers all the ingredients. He bakes the cake. Moby decides to make a cake. He mixes the ingredients.
So the first thing that he would have to do is decide.
Moby decides to make a cake.
Yes. Then he has to what?
He gathers all the ingredients. He mixes the ingredients. He bakes the cake. Moby eats the cake.
Good.
You did it.
All right, so if you all want to play that game, you can. There's also a write about it activity, a draw about it. Moby buys dog food. What do you think happens next? And you would draw what you think happens next. There is there's the joke that you can listen to. There's talk about it. There's belly up. Let's see what the joke is.
What did the egg do after it heard a joke?
I bet it cracked up.
It cracked up.
Oh, that one's good. All right, so there's all kinds of things that you can do, boys and girls. I think the game would be the most fun for me, but you can do any of these things after you watch the video, okay? So that's what I'm challenging you all to do today is get on Brainpop, watch the sequence of events, and do some of those activities, okay? All right, I hope that that's fun for you all. Let me know if you like it, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.